Looks to me like we got a full house. That's right. Whoa, yes. Good to see all y'all. Looks like you've been drinking. Tea? Yeah, right. Right. Sitting, thinking, smoking, drinking. Tonight we're going to play some original music. Might even do a cover or two occasionally. But it's good to be back here. It's been a while. I think right before COVID was the last time we were here, and we're glad to be back. Over here on keyboard, out of Huntsville, Alabama, drove all the way in tonight, or all day today, Mr. Tim Lawless. And Mr. Dave Stammer here on bass. Dave's Mr. Thomas Conley on lead guitar. And Mr. Todd Kennedy back here on the old drummos. He's going to do a 2.5-hour drum solo for you tonight. Starting tomorrow. We're going to start the show off tonight with a little song called Straight Lace Man. The song was written, the inspiration for this song was my mother and father, because my mother was a pistol for sure, and Dad was, he was a pretty straight-laced guy, and Mom always kept him on the edge. So that was the inspiration for this song, but it has nothing to do with Mom and Dad. Well, you know I like good music, tall women, tight dresses a long way from the ground. Oh, and like old Robert Palmer, I think it's important to have a lot of them around. Well, I hear a different drummer sometime, march with a different man. You see, my mama was a shaker, and Daddy was a straight-laced man. Mr. Tim Lawless on keyboard. The neon nights, bright lights, and lots of rowdy friends. And when the party gets started, we'll laugh and sing and hope it never ends. Well, I don't know why I do it. I guess I'm like that old dog 'cause I can. You see, my mama was a shaker, and Daddy was a straight-laced man. Mr. Tommy Conley on guitar. you know I like good music, tall women, tight dresses a long way from the ground. Oh, you know when, like old Robert Palmer, I think it's important to have a lot of them around. Well, I hear a different drummer sometimes march with a different band. Oh, you see, my mama was a shaker, and daddy was a straight-laced man. Tag it one time, boy. Oh, you see, my mama was a shaker, and daddy was a straight-laced man. Ow! All right. Bam! You know, in the music business, we stay in trouble most of the time. And it's because of a couple of factors. First of all, we're weak, easily tempted, and have been known to consume a variety of alcoholic beverages from time to time. That, along with ladies of the evening, keeps us in trouble most of the time. This next song is entitled Whiskey and Women, and it was written about Tim. Whiskey and women, that's what it's all about. But lately I've been thinking about turning one of them out. Well, now whiskey on one hand, keep you happy off and on. But a good woman on a cold night will keep you warm. Tell us about it. The other thing that gets us in trouble are guitars and women. The difference is you can't have too many guitars. Well, now guitars and women, that's what it's all about. Well, the players, they know what I'm talking about. You see, an old guitar, always true to its tone. But when a woman's really bad, she'll keep her man at home. Well, it's a dilemma, find myself in every day. Which one to go? Which one to stay? I can't figure it out, so I think I'll write a new song. Get me a big old shot of whiskey and a woman bad to the bone. Talk to me, Timmy, on this old guitar. It's a dilemma, find myself in every day. Which one to go, which one to stay? Can't figure it out, so I think I'll sit down, write a new song. Get me a big old shot of whiskey and a woman bad to the bone. Get me a big old shot of whiskey and a woman bad to the bone. That was written about experiences that some of us may have had at a point in time, and some of you may have too.
Remember what I told you years ago?
I know that's right too. This next song was in the music business, especially in the blues business. I think there's been basically three major players in the blues business that have impacted the industry, just an untold amount of impact on the industry. First one was Mr. Robert Johnson back in the 30s. He started this whole blues thing off, and unfortunately Robert met with not a nice ending in his life. And then there was Mr. Hank Williams, who was a country blues artist. Everybody say he was a country artist. He was a blues artist first. Country just happened to be what he did. And then there was the late, great Stevie Ray Vaughan, who absolutely impacted the industry beyond anything that anyone has done since Hank. I think Stevie had the biggest impact of all the players up to that point. And this song is entitled King of the Blues. And it's about those three gentlemen. See, the blues born down in Mississippi, grew up in Chicago too. They're alive down on Beale Street in Memphis, anywhere you play the blues. Blues lives in country, blues lives in rock and roll. When you're feeling down, little blues in your soul. Blues rides a freight train, overloaded, running late, 'cause it died in a poison whiskey bottle, Mississippi back in 38. He was the king of the blues, and that night, old Robert Johnson paid all his dues. Stay in the one, Timmy. Blues lives in a tar paper shack, a mansion too. Grew up on both sides of the track. It's alive in me and you. Blues floats on a riverboat, lives in a brothel shack. The blues is always leaving, always looking back. Came alive in the 60s. We were all trying to be free, 'cause it died in the backseat of that Cadillac up in West Virginia back in 53. He was the king of the blues, and that night old Hank paid all his dues. Blues lives in a man when he's down and sad. Oh Lord, and then a woman did not know what she had. In the middle of the night, picking one to choose out of necessity, when you got everything to lose. Blues lives down in Texas, where that sun's so shiny, 'cause it died in that helicopter going down up in Wisconsin back in 1990. He was the king of the blues, and that night old Stevie Ray paid all his dues. He was the king of the blues, and that night old Stevie Ray paid all his dues.
I'm always waiting for something to come out of Leo's.
No, I'm just thinking here. Give me a minute.
I'm doing this for pretty shiny shirt you got there.
Todd?
Never mind.
You're fired.
Todd the Duck.
We renamed him.
Not Todd. Not Todd.
We're not going to do that one.
Not even the nut.
We're going to do A little song entitled Bootlegging the Blues. I grew up in a juke joint, stayed up all night long, playing all those old Jimmy Reed and Muddy Waters songs. Did not get much sleep at night, I just sit there amused, wondering why those boys been gone so long. We're bootlegging their blues. But sometimes skips a generation or two. We're all playing the rock and roll and a little country too. But late at night when we're all done to this old club, we'll be true. We'll be here till the break of dawn, drinking whiskey, playing the blues. I'd stay up all night long. I play all those old Stevie Ray and Johnny Winter songs. I did not get much sleep at night, I just sat there amused. I'm wondering why old Stevie and Johnny are gone. I'm bootlegging their blues. Lives on, but sometimes skips a generation or two. We're all playing rock and roll and a little country too. But late at night when we're all done to this old club, we'll be true. We'll be here till the break of dawn, drinking whiskey and playing the blues. Bootlegging the blues. That's what we all do. We're all stealing from everybody else. You know the difference between plagiarism and market research is, don't you?
150 grand.
Plagiarism is when you steal from one person.
Yeah.
Market research is when you steal from everybody. This next song is entitled Between Us Two, and it's a song about a good friend of mine, Mr. Sammy J. Myers, who left us a few years ago, but Sammy and I met a long time ago, and we hooked up again about 40 years later. And this goes like this. Played the blues in Mississippi, New Orleans too. Did a few shows in Memphis and East St. Louis. But there is something just between us two. If you ain't played the blues down in Texas, then son, you ain't played the blues. Caught the rail to Chi-Town, see a girl or two. While I was there in 59, old Sam and I sang the blues. But there is something just between us two. At the Hole in the Wall in Dallas, 1999, old Sam and I sing the blues. One of us is playing Pete's Blues Band in the sky, and I'm down in Waxahachie playing the blues, trying to get by. But there is something just between us two. If you ain't played the blues down in Texas, then son, you ain't played the blues. Let's play some blues, Tommy. Now one of us is playing with old peach blues band in the sky. Here I am doing one-nighters, trying to get by. But there is something just between us two. You ain't played the blues down in Texas, then son, you ain't played the blues. And that's a fact.
So good.
What'd you feed him tonight?
I don't know, whatever it was. I think he was eating too much sugar out there. He's got a sugar high going. He ate some of those weird looking cookies out there is what it was.
I don't think that's chicken salad. He didn't find the
And as we travel around, we meet a lot of different folks, and some of them are a little weird and some are not, and I'm sure they think we're weird too. But this next song is an observation that I have observed of various and sundry enterprises, might I say, across the great southern United States. And it goes like this. Well, now Jimmy left Oklahoma under a lot of stress. That boy been doing a little cocaine, picked up a batch of meth. But when he crossed that old Red River, much to his surprise, the DEA was waiting on him. Now he's doing 10 or 25. Moral of the story, risk versus reward. You jump out of the plane of life, you damn well better pull the cord. You can make fast money if you want to take that chance, but you gonna pay the fiddler every time you dance. Every time you dance. Down to Mexico, he picked up a couple of bales of weed and a kilo or two to go. Flying rode across the Rio Grande, much to his surprise. The DEA was his wingman, now he's doing 10 to 25. You know the moral of the story, risk versus reward. If you jump out of the plane of life, you damn well better pull the cord. You can make fast money if you wanna take that chance, but you gonna pay the fiddler every time you dance. Every time you dance. Big Bob was a driver, drove coast to coast. He said El Paso was a city that he really dug the most. He said you can get a load coming or going, make you features or Houston town. You gonna have a payday when that babe hits the ground. Moral of the story, risk versus reward. You jump out of the plane of life, you damn well better pull the cord. You can make fast money if you wanna take that chance, but you gonna pay the fiddler every time you dance. Every time you dance. Every time you dance. Every time you dance. I said now, you're gonna pay the fiddler every time you dance. Every time you dance. Do what?
That's the best version of that ever.
One thing about our songs is they evolve from show to show. We're never going to do them the same way twice or in any particular key in any particular order. So we may have a renaissance tonight for sure.
A montage of songs.
This next song is entitled, a lot of times we spend a lot of time trying to please other people. And I know y'all have never done that. And after a certain length of time doing that, you kind of get the attitude that there's some folks just don't like you. You know? And there's nothing you can do to change that.
I told him he's wrong about you, Will.
I know that's right. But when you reach that point, then you kind of are able to get rid of a lot of things in life that's been hanging on. And I have a philosophy in life. I always wanted to be 6 foot tall. But apparently at my age, that ain't going to happen. So my philosophy has become, life is short and so am I. Get over it. And this next song is entitled Rode Hard. Well, you know I really don't care what you may think about me. Well, now you ain't gonna get any more than what you see. Well, I've been rode hard and put up with a time or two. That's gonna happen, son. You grow up and play the blues. Well, I played the blues in Memphis. I played over in Nashville too. And them country pickers in Nashville said those dudes down in Texas play a different style of blues. And I would not change a single thing in my life I had done. 'Cause it's good being on the road, man, working hard and having fun. played the blues in Austin. I played over in Houston too. And late at night when we're out on the road, I still hear old Stevie singing the blues. And I would not change a single thing in my life I have done. Cause it's good being on the road, man, working hard at being number one. Played the blues in Chi-Town. I played over in East St. Louis. And them dudes over on the Mississippi River said those boys down in Texas, they play a different style of blues. But I would not change a single thing in my life I have done. Cause it's good being on the road, man, playing the blues and having fun. I want to hear that old keyboard one more time. Austin, I played over in Longview too. On them East Texas guitar pickers said them boys over in Dallas play a different style of blues. And I would not change a single thing in my life I have done. Cause it's good being on the road, man, working hard and having fun. I said it's good being on the road, man, working hard and having fun. All right. This next song was written about a friend of mine from over in East Texas. And it goes like this. After a show late one night, that's how it began. She was munching on a Cheeto at the bar with the beer in her hand. You know I did not even try, and now I'm wondering why I'm on the road, running away again. Well, she told me later, she said, honey, there won't be no other. I'm gonna take you home, have breakfast with my mother. But you know I can't be to blame. That girl's mama was an old flame, and here I am on the road, running away. Girl got all out of sorts, I'll just let it pass. 'Cause sometimes I think I could use a little more class. I need to find a woman classier than me, and that won't be very hard, you see. Here I am on the road, running away again. Here I am on the road, running away again. Here I am on the road, and I'm running away again. I need to find a woman classier than me. Do what?
Remember, that's not a 58.
That's right.
It's not a sure.
This next song is entitled The Hustle. And it's a song about things that we've observed and people we've seen. And I think it's in the key of G, I think. But I'm not sure. But we're going to play it in G anyway. Do what?
G's in the goods. Oh, I can't remember.
Jimmy was a hustler, hustle you for a dime. Jimmy was a hustler, hustle you for a dime. He took a gun to a knife fight, now that boy's down in Huntsville doing time. Jody went to Hollywood, she gonna be a star. Julie went to Hollywood, gonna be a star. Now she makes her rent money, working the back seat of a car. Life is short, time's too fast. Life is short, and time's too fast. You better live it every day, 'cause it ain't gonna last. John Lee was a blues man in old Chi-Town. John Lee was a blues man in old Chi-Town. Gave him $20 once down on Maxwell Street when his luck was down. You see, now Jimmy was a hustler, hustle you for a dime. Jimmy was a hustler, hustle you for a dime. He took a gun to a night fight, now that boy's doing time. You know, I gave him $20 once down on Maxwell when his luck was down. You better live every day, 'cause it ain't gonna last. Jimmy was a hustler. All right, guys, y'all have endured enough for 45 minutes, so let's take a break. We'll be back with you in about 30 minutes and do a final set. It's been fun. We'll see you back shortly. Thank you.